Another look at the life of Typhoon Shanshan up to a few hours ago. The International Space Station has also flown over the Typhoon, and in a upcoming update I'll provide some footage of the station flying over the system. Central pressure of Shan is around 965 millibars. Welcome to another update via the Force 13. Location of Shanshan is 30.5 degrees north, 144.3 degrees east. And you can clearly see that it does have an eye, and I will come to that shortly. Typhoon 17W, located around 370 nautical miles southeast of Yokosuka, Japan, tracking northwest at 10 knots over the last 6 hours. There has been a slight improvement of deep core convection since the previous advisory. Tightly curved banding wrapping into a 22 nautical mile radius eye. A 89 gigahertz pulse reveals the inner eyewall is nearly complete with deepest convection along the northern and eastern quadrants, and the initial precision is based with high confidence based on the MSI eye as well as the above aforementioned microwave eye. The intensity of 70 knots is based on Vorak estimates ranging in T4.0 to T4.5. That's 65 to 77 knots. And SATCOM estimate of 58 knots. This is a couple of still images of the NOAA floaters. Unfortunately, the side on this particular system is playing up at this point in time, and we switch across to the Pivotal Weather website. It's the GFS model, and it's the precipitation, the scales at the bottom of the screen. Animated water vapor imagery suggests that the outflow is improving as Typhoon 17W begins to tap into the mid-latitude flow, while equatorial outflow remains robust. The SIMS deep layer vertical wind shear product indicates only very light wind shear values, 5 to 10 knots currently, and sea surface temperatures remains healthy. It's around 28-29 Celsius. Here's the late cycle intensity guidance. Cyclone is tracking along the western edge of an extension of the subtropical ridge to the east. It will continue on a northwesterly track under the influence of the steering ridge, and by 36 hours it's expected to deflect to the north in response to an approaching shortwave trough. Now here's a couple of tracks. This is on the Tropical Tidbits website. There is information indicating the possibility that the centre may track further west before turning. By 48 hours, Shanshan will round the steering ridge, recurving northeast. Gradual weakening is expected through 48 hours as sea surface temperature, vertical wind shear conditions become increasingly unfavourable. Now here's the current position of the Japanese Meteorological Agency. And within or by the 72-hour mark, 17W will accelerate northeast and quickly transition into an extra tropical cyclone by at least 96 hours as it becomes embedded in a mid-latitude westerly flow. However, there is uncertainty with the weaker to the northeast. The upper level divergence is up around 30 knots. And we're also keeping an eye on another system. It's Tropical Depression 18. I think that's 93 W. Yes, it is. And in our next update, we'll have a look at that one in addition to Shanshan. And the 24-hour shear tendency, you can clearly see that the typhoon is in low wind shear at this point in time. I look at total precipitable water and you can clearly see the rotation of the typhoon. Force 13 will continue to bring the latest information on Hurricane Hector and the other systems over there in the East Pac.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, which has had a revamp and is still under reconstruction, but take a look. Also YouTube, of course, if you haven't subscribed, that might be a good idea. Visit Force 13. We're also on Facebook under the same name, of course, and you can like us on there, and you can also follow us on Twitter. Search Force 13, all in text for those. You can also add Force 13 on Skype or my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.